Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to the Shiny Raikou channel. Now, I must apologize for not uploading in such a long time. The first thing I'd like to say is that I did not want to post my deck again as the next deck list for the month. Did not want to do that. Also, I was waiting for the ban list, but Konami of TCG taking forever, so I don't even know if it's going to come out this month. So it's better I post a video than to do nothing. And it's not like I haven't made changes to my deck. Now, before I even go into the deck profile, I'm going to tell you my performance at tournaments. I've been entering since August. I've been entering mid-month tournament and end-of-month tournaments. It's not really Konami official tournaments, so it has little differences. I'm going to show you one. I've topped 10 out of 12, and the reason why it is not 12 out of 12 is due to one of the simple difference. At first, they are allowing players to draw. So what happens is that there's not a lot of players, so there's not a lot of rounds. If a player wins 2 rounds and draw everything else after, they automatically top. Now you have players that do that and they end up with the same amount of points as me, but the computer says I've lost a duel. They have not. They have the higher tiebreaker. And it used to happen every tournament, so a lot of them make it over me, who has been playing legitimately fair. I'm a very fair duelist. So that's it. And the deck has given me a fantastic run. It has been great. It's a very good deck. You should pick it up. It's very cheap for now. And let me begin. First one up, triple Astrograph Sorcerer. I'm not going to explain the card effects due to the simple fact that everyone here should know what they do by now. But I'm just going to tell you the reason why I play them. If you do not know, you can check any of my previous videos with the deck. Because I know a lot of players inbox me saying they're not sure, they don't know the effects, they don't know this, they don't know. Just check any of my previous videos. Now, triple Astrograph Sorcerer. The first thing you must know why you must play 3 is that I do indeed play Zark. And I play Virus in my side. So I must play 3. And to top it all off, its effect is good on the go. Meaning, if I go first and I get also gun, I get a free +1 for that. If I go second, and let's say I have to play through anything, Ghost Ogre, Typhoons if people still play that, I know I do, Spiral Sleeper, there are a lot of things on the go, Masterpiece, that will destroy your scales, but he will just freely special summon, get you a fresh new scale, and most likely, because of how the magicians work, I'll get a +1 off the destruction of the scale also, so that's a +2 right there. So it's a very good card. Also, fun fact, its name was changed from Astrograph Sorcerer because its previous name was Astrograph Magician. This might not be important to you, but the card would have been banned if its name was still Astrograph Magician. How? Because you could normal summon and search for it with Joker. You could have searched it with a spell card. There was a lot of ways to get it. It was going to get banned if it stayed as is. Moving on. Triple double Iris. Triple Black Fang. You don't have to play 3 Black Fang, but I'm going to show you why. Example, I deliberately send 2 from my deck to the grave by either Timestar or just trying to overlay with them. Might not seem like a lot, but when my opponent attacks, they have to go through this. They have to go through my Astrograph. Hopefully I don't have a next Astrograph to go for. Go through a next Black Fang, go through a next Black Fang, and a next pullback. You understand, it's almost impossible to OTK me. So I deliberately play with 3. You don't have to, but I give myself that option in the deck. 1 White Wing. You shouldn't play more than 1. It's really horrible. You just play it for the name and the fact that it's a tuner. Triple Purple Poison. Arguably one of the best monsters in the entire deck. Tough challenge from Astrograph. Then we have the next challenger, Harmonizing Magician. Free +1 just by Pendulum Summon. Then we have Triple Wisdom Eye. Very good for setting up your scales. And Double Oath. Double Oath is not standard. You don't have to play it. I'm actually took out one of these. My maxi for one of these because I didn't want to play any hand traps. And I'm just going to prove a point with the hand traps thing. So I'm just not playing it. Also, I know this one would be the maxi due to the fact that this is the one that came from the structure deck. And this one is the Pendulum Evolution one. So I will always know when I draw the difference. And this has actually been working well over Maxi so far. But Maxi is a real good card. It's like super stupid. So it's a difficult comparison to make. It just has better synergy with the deck playing too. triple Joker, triple Sorcerer, very standard stuff. Then the not so standard, triple Luster, sorry, double Luster. Might not seem like a lot, but Luster is very, very good in the deck. Even in a dead hand, just drawing these two, I can Luster, destroy, get a next Sorcerer, scale it, pendulum back, destroy, go for Joker, summon Joker, put poisoning, scale, just so if I can Luster again, then I make a Bagooska, and that's just 2 cards doing all that. So it's really dirty, and there's some +5 combos where you just use 3 cards with Luster. It's really, really good. Triple Wavering Eyes, must play. No debating. Triple Alliance, also a must play. Double Astrograph. I cut it down to 2. Simple fact that I kept drawing into it when I already have one. And there are a lot of times where I drew all 3. So that's a complete dead hand. So I just cut it down. 1 pen call, must play at 1. 1 Typhoon. I'm just playing it so I don't have to pay any life points like with Cosmic. The life point payment does matter. 2 Time Pendulumgraph as our only traps. And that's it for the main deck. The life for the fusions we have Starving Venom and Zark. Now Venom is really good against a dinosaur matchup because Ultimate Conductor will put everything face down. Now fun fact, he's not a fusion summon to summon himself. He can be fusion summon, but to summon himself by his own method is a special summon. And by doing that, you can beat the system with harmonizing because it requires that you use a magician for your fusion summon. Because it's not a magician, you can tribute any 2. Granted, you can tribute monsters. Zark is Zark. Late game, he just wins. I've never been in a position where I summoned him and lost. Never. Then we have... I'm actually going to take him out for Cowboy because the game is just too fast-paced with spirals that I don't really get a lot of chance to summon him against spirals. But slower decks, summon him all day. Then we have Clear Wing, Crimson Chin, Double Omega Shenron, and Iggy Azalea. The usual standard lineup. I took out Stardust for our next Omega just because I want to dip in my opponent's hand and mess around. Fun fact, you see, if you make 2 Omegas, you can banish the first one, use effect. Say I get Joker from my opponent's hand. When I make the next Omega, during my opponent's standby, I'm going to send the Joker to the grave. I'm not going to let them get that back. And it will banish and both of them will come back. So if you didn't know, now you know. Moving on, Exceeds. Standards, we have Dweller, must play, absolute must play. He's stealing so much games, it's unfair. Especially Crimson Blader. People underestimate this card, but he's won so many games for me outright. It's ridiculous. And we have Bagooska, one of the most unfair Exceeds ever made. Tornado Dragon, sponsored by Alton Ellis. Timestar Magician, just 1. A lot of people wonder how do I play 1. Well, I play 1 and it's worked quite fine. Supreme King Dark Rebellion, probably the best out of all of them. Now you might, well, all of their effects are good, but the reason why this one to me is the best one is because he's more viable than the others. Because most likely you will have 2 darks, and all you have to do is just attack, effect, and he does like 5,000. Ridiculous, I know. Trapeze, very good card, especially that I do side rivalry, so having spellcasters is very good for me. Then we have Proxy and Decode as our last. Really good cards. You see, if you make Decode and choose to make Proxy later on, because, example, you want to get rid of your Bagooska because you made a first turn play, there are some things you can do and give your opponent second turn Zark. I do have those in the combo videos. Put a link down in below. That's it for your extra deck. For your side, you have triple Denko, 1 Trapito. Note before I continue any further, my side deck is tailored to my method, as in down here in Jamaica. There's a lot of paleo, there's a lot of anti-spell. As someone plays me, they know me and they're going to side in anti-spell. So immediately, Trapito. No matter what I'm playing against, I'm going to side it in. As long as it's not like Blue Eyes where they can't side in anti-spell. But you get the point. 1 Typhoon, just 1. Nothing works better. I do not want to pay life points. As I said, I go into time regularly, so I cannot play Cosmic Cyclone in time. I remember if time goes, you cannot side. So it's not like you can side or Cosmic in my situation. Triple Mirror Force for the Dino matchups. Triple Rivalry works against majority of stuff. 2 Heavy Storm Duster. I was playing 3, but I took out 1 for Eradicator due to the simple fact that going second, this doesn't really do much because your opponent can get rid of it. Also going first, I don't need to always see this. If I see this, it does the job even better. They can't even set. If I'm playing a true Draco, just call Spell as a draw. Then the last card is Pendulum Hold for mirror matches and other pendulum matches because no one expects it and it is searchable by Duelist Alliance. Now thanks for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, and you can check out any of my previous videos down below. Peace, have a great one.